Tyvis Powell was on a podcast talking about the Cleveland Browns quarterback situation. He said it's all smoke and mirror. He's saying that Shedeur Sanders will be the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns in 2026. And also, the Cleveland Browns needs an offensive line for Shedeur Sanders. We're going to take a look inside this draft to see how can the Cleveland Browns help out Shedeur when it comes to this offensive line during this upcoming draft. We getting ready to talk about it all right here on Sports Talk with B. Watts. I'm live right here where I got my start as a youth league coach to work my way up to being a junior high school offensive coordinator. All right here on Sports Talk with B. Watts. Do me a favor. You got to do me a solid. Hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. Hit that notification button. It'll let you know whenever I go live or drop a video. Will you do that for me? All right. Let's get this show started. Let's go.
He wasn't no fifth round talent. They knew that.
Y'all can doubt him and y'all can say all that stuff y'all saying about him. But what God got for the boy, you see him put that wrist on. After that, when he tapped that wrist, right? Make sure that watch still there.
That's right.
That watch still shining, boy.
I'm out there any play. You know, I would wish I would always have the ball in my hand.
We've got breaking news out of the NFL where Browns quarterback Shedeur Sanders has been named the starter for the remainder of the season.
This 1 week of practice. So imagine, you know what a full offseason look like. It get dangerous.
Tyvis Powell was on 92.3 The Fan in Cleveland talking about the Cleveland Browns quarterback situation. They was talking about Shedeur Sanders, Dylan Gabriel, and Deshaun Watson, or a possible quarterback they may bring in through free agent or drafting a quarterback. But Tyvis Powell said that it's all smoke and mirror. Shedeur Sanders will be the quarterback for the Cleveland Browns this upcoming season. And you got to remember what the head coach is also saying. Todd Monken saying, hey, Shedeur Sanders has shown that he has elite playmaking skills at that quarterback position. When your head coach have said that about you, there's no other way than to make you the starting quarterback. No matter what podcast, no matter if you saw Todd Monken at the NFL Combine, the first thing out his mouth when it comes to a player on the team right now, he started off with Shedeur Sanders. He started off with Shedeur Sanders. And he also said Shedeur Sanders been to my office 3 times since he been the head coach of the Cleveland Browns. I haven't heard him say any other player. I haven't heard him say he done met any other player. He done text and talked to players, but met in person, Shedeur Sanders is the only one so far. So let's listen to Tyvis Powell talk about the Cleveland Browns quarterback situation with Shedeur Sanders. Tyvis Powell.
I think it's all smoke and mirrors. I think Shedeur Sanders is going to be the quarterback for 2026. To me, it just doesn't make any other sense to do anything outside of that because of the simple fact that, one, Todd likes him. 2, if you're telling me you're going to get Malik Willis, I mean, to me, I just don't understand the big difference between the two. You know, both guys were projected to be first-round picks. Both guys fell in the draft. Both guys came in and struggled their first year, Malik Willis' first couple of years until he got with Matt LaFleur in Green Bay. And now you're going to trust the guy that's only played 6 games. Like, to me, you might as well, you got that here. you got that potentially here. So to me, I just don't understand why that one just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I get, talking to Zach Jackson, I understand what he's saying about, they should at least have a seat because there's not going to be many suitors for Malik Willis, and you can actually have a realistic chance of trying to get a Malik Willis. But to me, I mean, if you think he's truly an upgrade and you think he's the answer to your quarterback thing and you think that Matt LaFleur has done a wonderful job developing him, absolutely, go after him. Do that. But to me, I feel like that's rolling the dice because you don't know. You don't know how he's going to be in Todd Monken's offense. I just think that you pretty much got the same thing here with Shedeur Sanders right now, to me. And if Shedeur does good, you got a guy that you can build around. If he does bad, then you'll probably end up somewhere top 5 in the draft, and you'll be able to get a guy next year. So to me, I just think Shedeur Sanders would be the answer to this season.
That's Tyvis Powell as a guest on 92.3 The Fan in Cleveland, talking about this quarterback situation. He says all smoke and mirrors. Don't believe none of the hype. Don't believe what Mary Kay. Don't believe what Tony Grossman, all the Cleveland media, national media is talking about. Shedeur Sanders will be QB1 in 2026. Don't let nobody fool you. He the best quarterback on the team. Yes, it's going to be a quarterback competition with him, and I'm sure they're going to give Deshaun Watson a shot because of the contract that they owe him. The money that they owe him and the contract that he done signed. Hey, what other quarterback should you bring in? Especially a vet when you already have a vet on the team. You already have a vet on the team in Deshaun Watson, and you're paying him $47 million this year. So it don't make no sense to bring in Malik Willis. It don't make no sense to bring in Kirk Cousins. It don't make no sense to bring in Anthony Richards when you got a quarterback on the roster right now is a vet and played at a high level when he wasn't injured before he got to Cleveland. Will be in the same room with Shedeur Sanders to encourage him, to teach him, and give him support of this season coming up in 2026. All right, now let's move on and talk about the offensive line. I know I even said I want a wide receiver. Shedeur need a wide receiver one. I get all of that. He do. He truly do. But the problem with the Cleveland Browns on the offensive side, I'm going to be honest with you. It's going to take more than 1 year to build this offensive line up. They can be competitive this year. They can win the division. But in order to go on in the playoff and get to the Super Bowl, man, your whole roster needs some talent. And the Cleveland Browns just don't have no talent on the offensive side of the ball. So when I look at the offensive line, y'all remember that number 68, number 72? We cannot go back with that. So when you look in the draft, now Andrew Berry gonna have to help Todd Monken and Shedeur Sanders out during free agent, because free agents start next month coming up in March, right? Then we got the draft in April. So these are the offensive linemen. It's been reported that the Cleveland Browns are looking at, and they done interviewed, starting with the Alabama left tackle Caden Proctor, 6'7", 366 pounds, 2 sacks, and 19 pressures allowed while he was at Alabama. Now, let's look at the right tackle for the Miami Hurricanes, Francis McNolan, 6'6", 315 pounds, 2 sacks, and 10 pressures allowed on the offensive line. Utah left tackle Caleb, 6'6", 308. He had 4 penalties. He gave up no sacks and only 8 pressures allowed. Then they talked to a right tackle out of Clemson, Blake Miller, 6'6", 315 pounds, 2 sacks, 14 pressures allowed. Now, I don't know about you. Those are some good prospects for the Cleveland Browns to bring in, to draft, and develop them. But keep in mind, they need a veteran offensive line if they want to win this year, because Todd Monken want to win. Shedeur Sanders want to win. Andrew Berry know his job is on the line. He must want to win. So they got to go out and make some trades, bring in some veteran offensive line. That's where I would put my money at, because you got to remember now, when we looked at Shedeur this past season, the pressure came up the middle at that center position, the left guard and the right guard. Now, I know we need some Tigers, but the reason why Shedeur couldn't step up in the pocket, and the reason why Shedeur kept bailing back, and the reason why Shedeur kept bailing out to the left and rolling out to the right, is because of the interior of the defense. It's the interior of the defense. They were weak. They wasn't strong. So they need that this year for Shedeur to be successful. Fix the offensive line up the middle. Up the middle. You can do it in free agent, and you can do it during the draft. Center, left guard, and left tackle. Right guard. Center, left guard, right guard for Shedeur Sanders. And he can step up in that pocket. And we all know, you let Shedeur step up in that pocket and he got time, and some wide receivers out there running the right route and getting open, giving a 100%, Shedeur Sanders going to cook. He going to cook this year. You can take that to the bank. I'm telling you that right now. He will cook if they do that. Fix that offensive line, the first thing they need to do. Then work on your wide receivers. Now, in free agent, you can attack both positions. The offensive line and wide receiver. You can get one vet at wide receiver, and you need to probably get about 3 offensive linemen doing free agents, that veterans. In the draft, you can draft 2 to 3 offensive linemen, and you can draft 2 wide receivers. Now, we know the top 3 wide receivers is that group. When it comes down to Cornell Tate, he's a big-time wide receiver. Cornell Tate is seen to be the #1 wide receiver in the class right now. And then you have Mykal Lemons. Mykal Lemons, man, this dude was an excellent route runner when he was at USC. Almost 1,200 yards catching the ball in passing yards. 1,200 yards. 1,200 yards in 10 games. That's a lot, y'all. That's a lot. And then you got Jordan Tyson. Now, the problem with Jordan Tyson, he's injured. He's been injured a lot. So, if you can't get one of those 2, you always can come down and get Jordan Tyson. If those 2 gone in the pick, the first 2 picks, they gone, yeah, you can always lean on Jordan Tyson. Jordan Tyson got the best skill set out of all wide receivers in this upcoming draft. He just does, to me. I'm serious. His skill set is better than anyone else in this upcoming draft. Jordan Tyson, the wide receiver from Arizona State, as you see right there on the screen. Yeah, he's better. He's just better for his skill set wise. I looked at his tapes. I looked at when he was playing at Arizona, when they was playing Utah. I seen the tapes when he was playing Colorado. So, hey, the dude is a freak out there on that football field. And just in case, in the later round, you still got Denzel Boston out there from Washington that the Cleveland Browns can pick to help out this offense and Shedeur Sanders this upcoming season. So, that it is what it is. So, now, it's just up to, hey, we just wait, sit back and wait. Shedeur Sanders will be QB1. He will be QB1. Just like Tyvis Powell said, it's all smoke and mirror. It's the off season. This is what people do during off season. It's slow. Ain't no news. Ain't nothing happening. So they have to make up their own headlines and try to get the clicks and attention that they need. Just all smoke and mirror. They got to make up their own narrative right now. All right? Now, I'm finna give you an introduction of where I'm at and what I used to do while I was down here. Let's go to that introduction. All right? Peace. So as you can see, this is where I first got my first start in coaching in youth league right here in my home state of Georgia. Many years I stayed down here helping the youth. And as a head coach, man, I'm telling you, I had some of my best days down here. Man, out of 22 years, 20 years, I came in first place as a head coach. 2 years, I came in second place. But man, we had some times down here. I had some of the best quarterbacks and running backs, offensive linemen, and defensive linemen, linebackers on my team in my 22 years down here. And it's good to be able to come back and revisit this place. I'm telling you, plenty of memories was down here as they put my name and recognized me up here on the board. Bernard Watts right there in the middle. Man, we had some times down here. 10 years They recognized me 10 years ago. Ernest Bile, he was the director. Wayne Dooley, Robert Henderson, one of the best, the best coaches that I ever encountered, except for Robert Henderson. That's the person that helped me get started. I helped him for 2 years, and then I went on my own and got my own team. So every coach you see up there, yeah, I put that dust to him. I ain't bragging, but I'm just letting you know. Hey, boy, we beat the brakes off. You hear me, man? 50 to net, 50 points wasn't nothing. So that's why I do what I do, because I enjoy coaching. I played down here also. Like I said, I coached down here 22 years, 20 years of first place, and then my last year, I was coaching the superintendent of the school in my county and the state of Georgia. His son was on my team. He was the quarterback. So he was getting ready to go to junior high, and the superintendent approached me about taking a position over there at junior high, but my job conflicted that I couldn't do that because I was working for the state of Georgia. But I did go over there and try it for 1 year, and I served as the offensive coordinator, and we did pretty good. I think we had a 6-4 record out of 10 games, but hey, it is what it is, and he just wanted me to continue to work with his son, because his son was my quarterback for those 3 years down there in youth league. So I transferred over there to the junior high school to be the offensive coordinator for the school for that 1 year, because I couldn't continue because of my job that I had. But once again, you watching Sports Talk with B. Watts. It's fun to be able to come to and bring you this broadcast. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. Hit that notification button. It'll let you know whenever I go live or drop a video. Will you do that for me? Hey, got a live show tonight. JR Boxing Show with me and Uncle Steve. We're going to have a good time. All right? Peace.
Wizard.